If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC24, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC24 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Guys, there is an evolution today that I may check out. I might just do it all in one, I would say. The Ferguson card as an SBC, I'm not really too interested in checking him out. I mean, we reviewed Luka Bacchio the other day, and you know, people weren't super interested in that, so it's like kind of one of those things, right? Those SBCs, they're cards that EA release for people potentially with the hopes of getting an evolution in the future. But as of right now for meta, people are not going to be interested in those cards, and honestly, for a long period of time, I don't think people will either. It just depends on if they drop a crazy evolution for them or something, right? But the content today was actually daily logins, but I would have to consistently stream to get daily logins from people. So yeah, we're gonna do a 442 custom tactic video today. This one is actually going to be from ALP. If you guys don't know, I used to get tactics from ALP a lot before, and he was usually my go-to guy for somebody that I would say mostly did like the meta tactics, right? He sometimes did good ones where it was like authentic and meta, but it's definitely like mostly meta with him. Just food for thought when it comes down to the 4-4-2 formation. In general, this formation in the 4-3-2-1 tend to be the most boring formations for me to use, right? There was a formation that I reviewed from, I believe, Naweezy, or it was Kevin. It was something like before the patch. That was actually pretty fun to use, but for me personally, I always enjoy using the formations that have two CDMs, right? Because the way that people attack against you in this game is very, very linear, and it's nice to use those sort of formations where they have that like general movement on a consistent basis, right? But yeah, this tactic will be linked down below in the comment section. So again, be sure to check out the original video and show support, okay? So this is just the SBC account. You can see I have Luka Bacchio in here, but again, people are not like super invested in him, but this is just the account we have just for the sake of having chemistry and getting links, right? So the 4-4-2 is actually lined up like this. So we have it set here on the defensive one, where it's on balanced, 45 for width, 60 for depth, balanced direct passing, 45 for width, 5 for players in the box, 3 for corners, 2 for free kicks. Instructions. Your goalkeeper, you can usually do whatever you want with it. A lot of people usually just use comes for crosses. So you can totally do that if you want to. Your right back is going to be on overlap, right? So no stay back while attacking for him. He's just on overlap. Your left back is going to be on stay back overlap. So be mindful of the fact that these guys will still sometimes attack in that side position, especially if you force it. So be very mindful of forcing the left back at a position, because if you do, they will literally attack against 2 defenders, okay? So when you're attacking on that side, it is preferable to switch over to the other side because of this card staying on that stay back while attacking. So if you push forward with him on the attack, it is a little bit more of a risk, right? Both of your center mids are on stay back while attacking cover center. You can kind of go in either route when it comes down to the types of players you want to use here, right? You could see from ALP that he actually uses the Team of the Year Rodri card as his more defensive-oriented card, and then he also has the Rolfo card. So as you guys know, Rolfo, after the upgrades, has become a significantly better center mid. She actually plays the center mid position very, very well, as you guys can see from the 4-3-3 false 9 video. So, you know, let's say, for instance, you wanted to go in a direction where both of your center mids were not necessarily only defensive, like Chouameni on stay back cover center would be nice to use, but for me personally, he suits that CDM position more, right? So if I'm playing 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 from a false 9, or a 4-2-2-2 like the one we recently reviewed from Naweezy, it would be ideal to use him more in that sort of formation, right? You can see here that he uses players like Rodri and Rolfo because Rodri can actually attack a little bit, right? Chouameni is more of a defensive presence. So if you wanted to go in the direction of actually going with Gundogan and Rolfo, then that would have worked out perfectly, right? In that center mid position, you could totally do that, right? That's why I mentioned in some of these CDM reviews that some people actually prefer to go with cards that are good box to box, right? So you can go with Gundogan and Joshua Kimmich on the side, or you can go with Bruno Fernandes and Sawa. Like, you can kind of go either of those directions. It just needs to be cards that are good at both attacking and defending. From my personal experience using this formation, but Rodri is a pretty good example of someone that offers you defensive presence, but actually does do good attacking stuff too. Like he's a pretty good example. And Tchouaméni, again, for me, more of a CDM, but I tried him out on this formation and it was still perfectly fine, right? Your right mid is on comeback, cut inside, get into box for cross. Your left mid is actually on comeback, stay wide, get into box for cross, right? So you have a little bit of random attacking AI because with this card doing the cut inside part, this card will be doing the overlap, right? So that's where you have that extra attack in that area, that extra passing angle. You'll notice on a pretty consistent basis that even if these guys are on stay back while attacking cover center, if by base characteristics they actually have attacking presence, like if you're using Bruno Fernandes, for instance, or Gundogan, they will still sometimes get into position to score some opportunities for you, right? So be very mindful of that. And then both of your strikers, one on the left side is going to be on stay forward, get in behind, and then your right striker is going to be on just stay forward, right? So again, this isn't one of my favorite formations. Like 4-4-2 generally is not a formation that I use for a very long period of time. I use it normally to just review and stuff, but I think you guys know that these formations tend to be like the most effective for the general person because it plays to the meta of the game, which, to be fair, is very boring. You guys know I feel this way a lot, but it does work. It works out really nicely. You do get those extra passing angles. It would be very ideal to actually use fullbacks that are good at the whipped pass plus, right? Because when you have both of these guys in the left mid and the right mid position, more specifically if they have physical presence, like if you had like a Ginola or something, right? Having whipped pass plus for cards that are going to be cutting or getting into the box for the cross, it's very helpful. Like, you're actually going to see me be able to score goals with Jack Grealish in the left-hand position, with Reece James on the right-hand position in the right-back area, and, score a few opportunities that way because of the fact that the whipped pass plus is a very, very effective playstyle. And the moment you see that trigger of an attacking AI making that run inside the 18-yard box, it's really ideal to make that cross. But yeah, you could do general buildup with this formation as well. It's always important to have the two strikers in this game, in my opinion. 4-2-3-1 works in that way too, because the cam will sometimes act like a striker and a cam, right? So that's always ideal, because if you ever use someone like Paulo Dybala with his high-low work rates, like, he'll make those attacking runs, and you guys know this, right? So yeah, it's a solid formation. After this patch, I will tell you guys, as an SBC guy or as a player review guy, obviously I try out different cards, but at this point, after the patch especially, you do want to try to go as absolute full meta as possible, in my opinion, right? Gundogan was a W card to get for the SBC account because I was just building fodder for the player picks, and he's fantastic. Like, he's a very, very good midfielder, 100%. He's fun to use in a 4-3-3. This 4-4-2, he was great as well. He was just generally a very, very solid player, right? So, but yeah, that's how the tactic works in game, guys. Again, be sure to check out the original video. Hopefully you guys enjoy this little introduction. I'll show you guys the highlights, and I might also have a 4-2-3-1 today as well, but I just have to go get the highlights for that, which is going to be a lot. So I have to go get that first, all right? It's going to be like 2 different tactics, I think, for that video. But yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys. Oh! Reece, keep going. See Grealish? Jeez, bro, that crossing play style, man, let me tell you. Oh, that play style in the fullback position, oh my. Let me do this real quick, and then I could do this. And then bang, into the strike, there it is. War goal by me. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. That was nice. Good goal, good goal, good goal. Or a goal by me. Oh my goodness gracious, man. You genuinely have to play like an idiot. I love how we're still how many years into this game, right? And someone activates a pressure tactic and your attacking AI just becomes a bunch of idiots. Like literally the dumbest people you ever see in your entire life. Oh! Okay. Finesse shot. I'll take that. Finesse shot from a first time. There we go. Well done, boys. Well done. Good stuff. There we go. I'll take it. Oi. All right. What to say, my boy? I was about to say, look back here, bro. You know, top right on this bad boy. Ooh, war a pen. War a pen. There we go. There we go. Oh, I thought I was going to score. I was like, it's cooked, boys. It's cooked. We are cooked. We are cooked. Oh, Luke Bacchio. He's cooking, boys. He's cooking, bro. Oh, the jam. The jam. The jam. Whoop. There it is. There it is. Go back. Go back in again. And then there it is. Okay.